We're doing a worksheet on simple and compound interest. Question number, in fact, before starting the question, let's quickly look at the formula. The formula for simple interest is PRT over 100, where P is the principal, R is the time, R is the rate, T is the time. And when we have this will give us the interest, and when we have to find the total amount, we have to add principal plus interest. We'll talk about this in more detail when we'll start the question. Similarly, the formula for compound interest is this, which is A is equals to principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power t, where P is principal, R is rate again, T is time, and A is the amount after the interest is applied. Okay, so here A is the amount after the interest is applied, and here also A is the amount after interest is applied. And another formula to find A is equals to principal plus interest. Alright, let's start with question 1 now. Hans invests $750, so $750 is the principal. For 8 years, time is 8 at the rate of 2%, so rate is 2. Calculate the interest he receives. So interest is principal times rate times time over 100. So that would be 750 times 2 times 8 over 100. So this would give us 750 times 2 times 8 over 100 gives us 120, which is the answer. So 120. Okay. Question 2 is Samantha invests $600, which is the principal, at the rate of 2% per year. Calculate the interest Samantha earns after 8 years. So again, interest is equals to principal times rate times time. This is the time, yes. So over 100. So this would be, enter this in your calculator, 600 times 2 times 8 over 100, which is 96. So interest is 96 for question 2. Question 3. Emily invests $X at the rate of 3% per year simple interest. So principal is X, rate is 3, time is 5 years. After 5 years, she has had 20.1 interest. So even interest is given, yes, 20.1. Find the value of X. So interest is equals to principal times rate times time over 100. So X would come out to be 20.1 times 100 divided by 15, which is 134. Question 4. Okay. Shania invests $750 at the rate of 2.5% per year simple interest. Calculate the total amount, which is this A. So A is question mark that she has after 5 years. So time is 5 years. So first we'll simply find interest, which is principal times rate times time over 100, which gives us 750 times 2.5 times 5 over 100, which is 93.75. And we know A equals I, interest plus principal. So interest was 97.75 and principal is 750. Add these and we get 843.75, which is not the answer here. So what has gone wrong? Alright, so I checked in the marking scheme. The answer is 843.5. I've probably written the wrong answer, copied the wrong answer. So 843.75 is the answer. You'll have to make this correction. This is 843.75. 3.75. Okay, question number 5. Okay. Question 5 is Jan invests $800 at the rate of 3% per year simple interest. Calculate the value of her investment, which is A. They haven't asked for the interest but the total value of investment at the end of 4 years. Again we'll find interest first. 800 times 3 times 4 over 100, and then add principal to it to get A. 800 times 3 times 4 divided by 100 is 96, and then 96 plus 800 is 896. Question 6. Bruce invests 420 at the rate of 4% per year compound interest. So now the principal is 420, rate is 4%, per year compound interest. Calculate the total amount, which is A, that Bruce has after 2 years. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Now this question is about compound interest. So we'll find A directly using principal bracket 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 2. Enter this in your calculators and we get 420 times bracket 1 plus fraction key 4 over 100 bracket whole power 2. This is giving me 454.272. So this is the answer. It's not rounded off in the marking scheme either. So no, the question says give your answer in 2 decimal place. So this is the answer. This isn't the final answer. This is. Okay. Question 7. Adila invests $1,200 at the rate of 2.6% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of her investment at the end of 2 years. So I get this is exactly the same as question 6. You can do it on your own. I'll just give you the values. Principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 2. So this should give you this answer. Okay. Question 8 is Sarah invests $600 at the rate of 4% per year compound interest. Calculate the total amount Sarah has at the end of 2 years. So this is 2 and the total amount. So again the same question, which is A equals principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 2. This should give this answer. Okay. Question 9 is Maria borrows $12,000 to start a business. The loan is for 3 years at the rate of 5% per year compound interest. The loan has to be paid back at the end of 3 years. Okay, calculate the amount that has to be paid back. So the amount that has to be paid back would be A equals principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power time. So this will probably give you this answer. So this is how to do question number 9. Question number 10. Nikki invests $2,200 for 2 years at the rate of 4% per year compound interest. Calculate the exact amount she has after 2 years. So simply apply this formula. Principal bracket 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 2. Enter this in your calculators and you should get this value. Question 11. Eric invests an amount in the bank that pays compound interest at the rate of 2.16% per year. At the end of 5 years, the value of the investment is 6999.31. So this is A, the total amount after adding interest to the principal. Calculate the amount that Eric invests. So we need the principal. Alright, so 6999.31 equals principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 5. So simply find this whole thing once in your calculator and then divide it with 699.31. Alright, so I'll be doing solving the right hand side. 1 plus fraction key 2.16 2.16 over 100 bracket close whole power 5. This gives me 1.11276. Then I'll divide this with 699.31 divided by answer. This gives me 6290. So principal equals 6290.002349, and they haven't really rounded off the value in the marking scheme, although I'm sure this would be an acceptable answer as well. Okay. Question 12. George invests $5,000 for 14 years at the rate of 2% per year compound interest. Calculate the interest he receives. Give your answer correct to the nearest dollar. So we need to find the interest. So first find A is equals to principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to power time. So this gives us 5,000 times bracket 1 plus fraction 2 by 100 bracket close raised to the power 14. Okay, this is giving me 6597.39. Now I have to find the interest. So from the formula A is equals to P plus I, interest is simply A minus P. So I have 6597.39 minus principal is 5,000. So subtract 5,000 from it and we get 1597.3938. The question said give your answer correct to the nearest dollar, so that's this 1597. Question 13. Annie invests, this is part A, Annie invests $330 at the rate of 1.5% per year compound interest. Calculate the amount that Annie has after 8 years. So we need A, so that is 330 times 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 8. This should give us this answer 373. Okay. No, let me find out the answer. I think I've copied some wrong question. Okay, 330 times 1 plus 1.5 over 100 whole power 8 is 371.7425. Yes, the answer is correct. So 372 rounded off to 3 significant figure. Let's do the part B for question number 13. Find the amount of interest that Annie has after 8 years as a percentage of 330. So the interest she has at the end of 8 years. So interest can be found by subtracting A and P. So A came out to be, do I have the value in my calculator? Yes, thank God. 371.7425 minus the principal was 330. So this becomes 41.7425 and so on, and we have to find the percentage, this as percentage of 330 times 100. 12.6 is the answer. 12.649, so 12.65. So any answer between these are acceptable. Okay, question 14. $5635 was the total amount, so principal is 5635. Total amount that Mr. Smith received from an investment, okay, this is A, not B, so this is A. The total amount he received from an investment he made, time is 5 years ago, compound interest at the rate of 2.42% per year was paid on this investment. Calculate the amount of his investment 5 years ago. So we need the principal. So we have the formula A equals principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 5. So first let's solve the bracket. So in the calculator I am opening the brackets, 1 plus fraction key 2.42 over 100 raised to the power 5. So 5635 divided by answer is, I'll get some value over here, I don't remember what it was. So principal is 5000 and I'm getting 0.00067, so 5000 is the rounded off answer. Question 15. Which is Danny invests $200 at the rate of, so P is $200, rate is Y% per year compound interest. At the end of 10 years, the value of her investment is 256. Calculate the value of Y, this will probably be Y, correct to 1 decimal place. So this is Y. Correct to 1 decimal place. So we use the formula 256 equals 200, 1 plus rate over 100 power 10. So first divide 256 and 200, we get 1.28. Next we take the 10th root of this. Okay, so this is question 15. So the answer is, first we find 10th root, then we subtract 1 from the answer, and then we multiply 100. Question 17, or question 16 in fact. Okay. Alex invests $200 at the rate of 2% per year simple interest, and Chris invests 200 for 2 years at the rate of 2% per year compound interest. Calculate how much more interest Chris has than Alex. So we're going to find the interest in both the cases. So the simple interest is simply principal times rate times time over 100, which becomes 8. And for the compound interest, we'll use the formula principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power 2, which gives us 200 bracket 1 plus fraction key 2 over 100 bracket close whole power 2. This gives us 208.08 as the total amount. We need the interest, so that is A minus P. So A is this and P is 200. So the interest is 8.08. Now what is the difference between the interest? 8.08 minus 8, so that is simply 0.08. Difference between this interest and this interest. Okay. Question 17. Meena and Isha both invest their $6,000. Meena invested $6,000 at the rate of 1.5% per year compound interest. Isha invests $6,000 in a bank that pays simple interest. After 8 years, the investments are worth the same amount. Calculate the rate of simple interest per year that Isha receives. Alright. So Meena and Isha both invest $6,000. Meena invests $6,000 at the rate of 1.5% compound interest after 8 years, so raised to the power 8. So this will give me value of A for the compound interest. 6,000 times bracket 1 plus fraction key 1.5 over 100 bracket close whole 8. 6758.95552. Okay. Next up is Meena invests her Isha invests her $6,000 in a bank that pays simple interest. So simple interest formula is principal times rate times time. We don't know the rate over 100, and we're told that the total calculate the rate of simple interest per year that Isha receives. After 8 years, the investments are worth the same amount. So now this A, which is principal plus interest, and principal is 6,000 plus interest is 60 times 8, 480 R. So these two investments are the same. This total amount and this total amount are the same. Equate these and then get the value of R. So 6758.95552 equals 6,000 plus 480 R. So 6758.95552 minus 6,000 divided by 480, which is 1.58. So rate is 1.58. Okay. Question 19. An investment of 200 for 2 years at 4% per year compound interest is, so let's quickly find A first. 1 plus 4 over 100 raised to the power 2. So this becomes this becomes 216.32. So this investment is the same as the investment of 2,000 for 2 years at R% simple interest. So for simple interest, the formula is principal rate time over 100, which makes 4R, and amount is principal plus interest. So this is the amount, and these two investments are the same. So I can write 216.32 equals 200 plus 4R. So 216.32 minus 200, answer divided by 4 is 4.08. Okay, question 20. When Heidi was born, her grandfather invested some money in an account that paid compound interest. The graph shows the exponential growth of this investment. So instead of giving us an equation, they've given us a graph or giving us the exact values. Use the graph part A is to find the original amount of money invested. So original amount of money invested should be some value on the y-axis, because y-axis shown is showing the value of the money invested. So in the 0th year, uh, the money invested is $20. So I guess the answer should be $20. Yes. So answer for part 1 is $20. Part 2, the number of years it took for the original amount to double. So original amount was 20, it doubled means it goes till 40, and the number of years it took is looking like 14. Yes, so A2 is simply 14. Okay. Part 3, the value of investment after 54 years. So after 54 years, so where is 54? 54 is somewhere over here. What is the value of investments? We have to read this. It looks like 280. So the answer is 280. Okay. Next part is part B, which says, okay, use the account. This account earned compound interest at the rate of R% per year. Use your answer in part A1 and part A2 to write down an equation in terms of what. You do not have to solve this equation. Okay, so in terms of R, I guess. Yes. Okay, so I have to use these values, this value and this value, and come up with an equation in terms of R. Okay, so the formula for compound interest is A is equals to principal 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power time. So they want us to use these two values. Alright, so the principal amount was 20, we know that, and then 1 plus rate we have to keep as R, and time to go from time is 14 years. And what's the investment after 14 years? We know from the graph that it's 40. So write 40 here. So this would be the equation required for part B. So we're done with this worksheet. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.